Extra point. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here comes Cohen. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Fights loose. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the give, this is Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Roethlisberger.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Flush to his right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Fields.
It's caught outright by Graham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, Damian Williams, what a career renaissance this man has had. A terrific run there as he broke free for a big one.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Steelers 13. Highway Santos kicking off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Highway Santos kicking off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Bilal Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They hand this off to Harris. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Joe Schobert, number 4 in the NFL in tackles last year, in to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 10. Harris. Rumbling past the 30. A beautiful fake. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, alert.
Check. Lucky.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45, Mike, 45.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down. A final shot before the break. Fields. And now another one thrown incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? 50. 45's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Easy.
Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They begin the drive with Williams. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I'm going back to you. 58.
Now Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yet